They called her trailer trash ass, but one day, she walked into a courtroom not as a defendant, but as the youngest lawyer in the state asterisk. This is the story of Brooklyn James, the girl they said would never make it out, who proved that where you come from doesn't decide where you end up. Brooklyn was born on the edge of nowhere. In a rusted trailer parked behind a gas station in rural Arkansas, her mom worked double shifts at the diner her dad. Gone before she turned 3 most nights. She fell asleep to the hum of passing trucks and the sound of her mother crying in the next room at school. She was the quiet one the girl with hand-me-downs 3 sizes too. Big shoes patched with duct tape and a lunchbox that was always empty. Kids whispered behind her back some were cruel, some were careless, but she heard every word. Brooklyn smells like truck oil. Does she even own a real backpack? Probably gonna end up pregnant before graduation. She never said a word just lowered her eyes. And kept walking but deep down, Brooklyn was watching, learning, holding on to every insult, every laugh, every dismissal like fuel. Then one day, when she was 10, her mom came home with a black eye. Brooklyn didn't ask. She just opened a drawer and pulled out a flyer she had. Kept hidden. It was about a free legal aid clinic in the next town the next day. They went, and that's where Brooklyn saw her first lawyer, a woman with pressed clothes. A calm voice and eyes that didn't look away. That moment changed everything. Brooklyn didn't know how or when but she knew she wanted to become that woman someone who stood for people who had no one to stand for them So she did the only thing she could afford. She studied, she borrowed books from the school library, stayed late in classrooms no one else cared to clean. And when the electricity got cut off, at the trailer, she read her textbooks under the parking lot lights of a Walmart. Teachers started noticing. So did one janitor, Mr. Wilsonhead, save uneaten sandwiches from meetings and quietly slipped them into Brooklyn's locker. No note, just kindness in high school. She joined the debate team not because she liked speaking, but because it terrified her She lost her first 3 debates. Her hands shook, her voice cracked, but she kept showing up by senior year. She won state with a speech titled "Justice Isn't a Luxury, It's a Right." Scholarships came, not many, but just enough. She worked night shifts at a gas station through college cleaned offices after midnight, and still made the dean's list every semester. When she got accepted to law school, her mom cried for an hour straight. It was the first time Brooklyn ever saw her smile like that. Law school wasn't easy. She didn't fit in. No rich last name, no family legacy, but she didn't care, because she knew what it was like to be unheard, invisible, dismissed. She carried every scar into that courtroom. The day she passed the bar, she walked into a juvenile court, the same one where her cousin had once been sentenced without a lawyer. Only this time, Brooklyn James was on the other side of the bench. A voice for the voiceless. An advocate for kids. Just like her poor, overlooked written. Offhand, when people asked how she did it, she smiled and said, "You don't need a silver spoon. You just need a fire they can't put out." So if you're watching this, and you've ever felt too far behind, too broken, too poor, too invisible, remember? Brooklyn, she didn't escape the fire, she became it. And if she could do it from a trailer with a leaky roof, then so can you be, 'cause greatness isn't born in comfort. It's born in chaos and pain and silence. But once you find your voice, use it like a hammer and break every wall.